Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. My frustration with beautiful women. Yeah. And you know what? This ain't gonna be what y'all think. Like I'm gonna say, oh, beautiful women mean and they all rejected me and all of that. Nah, not really. In fact, I'm like a beautiful woman magnet. And when I say beautiful, I don't necessarily mean like got beautiful personalities and stuff like that. I mean physically, bone structure wise, beautiful women, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm making this distinction for a reason. My frustration with beautiful women is a lot of them don't know they're beautiful. That's my frustration. That's one of my biggest frustrations. There's a lot of good women out here who are physically beautiful. They could probably make money as a model. Guys are going crazy over them, but they don't know it, right? They don't know it, right? Because one thing, I don't know, for whatever reason, growing up, they didn't never learn to fix themselves up. Because when I say beautiful, I mean like that bone structure type of, roll out of bed, don't have to do anything, and they look good. But they don't think they do. Why? Because they competing with the women who do fix themselves up, right? And this is a distinction I always made. There's a difference between a woman who is naturally beautiful and a woman who has to fix herself up to be beautiful. There's a big distinction. Because the women who got to fix themselves up to be beautiful, I usually don't like them. I usually don't like them. Those are the ones I might have some issue with. I've dealt with them, but they can be a headache because they fix themselves up and stuff. They might be a little bit more self-centered, conceited, bitchy, right? All because of the makeup and stuff, right? And it's cool. I don't have an issue with makeup fixing themselves up, but they let it go to their head. Because my thing is, okay, as soon as you wash it off, right, or you take out that hair piece, or, you take off that makeup, what do you look like? It's usually that. Now, it's ironic. They usually, if they look like a 9 with all that makeup and stuff on, usually they take it up. They usually go down to a 6. And since there's few 9s, that means they go down to a 5, and a lot of them go down to just plain average, right? Now, when I say beautiful women, I mean the ones who, they got the bone structure. They got the bone structure that is universally considered beautiful, whether it's high cheekbones, nice, eyelashes, nice eyes, just a nice facial structure. Just a whole lot that don't know it, and they never fixed up, and trust me, it frustrates me. Because they good people. It's not even so much their look. It's like you talk with them, they're good people. And they be some of the main ones complaining about not being able to get a man. That's what kills me. You just be like, wow, you got this beautiful woman here. And usually they nice people. You could even say even though I said initially that it's not about them having a beautiful spirit or anything, they got good spirits too. They're good peoples, right? And it frustrates me when they don't see their own beauty, or they compare their beauty with some standard, some universal artificial standard, right? It comes to mind about this TED Talk I saw. It was with a model named Cameron Russell, right? And she broke it down. She broke it down, that thing about beauty. She said the reason why she's able to model is because she won the genetic lottery and because of the legacy. The genetic lottery was her natural looks. I mean, she really wasn't Rom's cup of tea because, I like curvy, right? But, she was all right in the face. She was all right. I guess, by, mainstream standards, yeah, she's definitely beautiful. She was a Victoria's Secret model, right? Like I said, I guess. But she also talked about a legacy and, how, a slim white woman is promoted, slim, tall white woman is promoted as beautiful, right? Which, ironically, a lot of white women don't make that, don't make that standard. But that's another podcast, right? So, but you know, you get a lot of women. It could be white, but you know, the main women I'm talking about with that beauty, they're black women. They're comparing themselves to that standard. Now, understand that standard comes from a dominant society using the media to promote what it likes. Because if you get a bunch of hood brothers who get control of enough media outlets, you get a bunch of hood brothers, trust me, the standard to be totally different. And in fact, in many African countries, the standard is totally different, where they have more control over their own media, right? But because of those factors, there's so many sisters, especially some white women too, some Asian women. I knew an Asian woman who had very beautiful eyes, but she wore blue contacts. Right, and then over in Asia, there's the thing. A lot of Asian women will get eyelid surgery to make their eyes look a bit more Western, right? And you're just like, but you were beautiful the other way, and that frustrates me when a woman can't recognize her own beauty. That frustrates me. Now they come up with all the excuses like, oh, the men don't like this or that, but I've been on both sides of that situation where you would know the beautiful woman. But then you also know all the guys trying to get at her, and they like, man, she hot, she beautiful. Like the guys would praise her when the woman wasn't around, so they wasn't doing it to curry favor with her. They would just generally say she was beautiful, but the woman don't think she's beautiful because why? She's comparing herself to some standards, some cultural standards that even women in their own culture can't make. That's why I said about like even a lot of white women don't make that same standard that model Cameron Russell was talking about, and she wasn't doing it out of conceit. She's tired of that standard too. She's tired. She speaks out against a model, a paid model actually speaks out against it, right? But that's my frustration, and I don't know how many other men have it. Maybe it's just me, but that's my frustration. I meet a lot of beautiful women, like they got beautiful bone structure. Honestly, I'm saying to the point, don't even have to fix up that much. They how, maybe a little bit of lipstick, shoot. All they need to do is wash their face, keep the face clean, and you're just like, wow, you're just gorgeous. But they don't think so. They don't think so, even skin color, because, especially with black women, there's a whole colorism thing. A lot of chocolate skin black women don't think they're seen as beautiful, and it's like, are you crazy? I've met chocolate skin women who were in their 70s with smooth skin. Like my grandmother was chocolate skinned, and she passed away when she was 84. And I was looking at her in a casket. I was like, man, that was deeper than some. Because I remember even before she passed, her skin was still smooth. Like, I don't recall any wrinkles on my grandmother's face. I don't recall any wrinkles. That's how smooth her face was, even at 84. Even at 84, I don't recall any wrinkles. And that's a part of beauty too, like the clarity of the skin. That's like, when people judge like model scouts and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to work part-time. Well, I used to work for a minute for a modeling company. So I know these things. But you're looking at clarity of skin and all of that, and you get these women, you be looking at them like, man, you just gorgeous. Smooth skin, nice cheekbones, bone structure, nice body build. And I don't even necessarily just mean a skinny body build, because like I said, that's cultural. But like a nice feminine shape, whether they slim with it or whether they're a bit healthier with it, or more endomorphic with it, you're just like, wow. But they don't think so. And it's frustrating trying to deal with them. I'm serious, that's a frustration, because you're just like, girl, don't you see how beautiful you are? You're just like, that's a frustration. And I think one of the things that has to happen, even though men, you know what, I ain't going to put this on the men. I ain't going to put it, because I've known plenty of men, even in the black community, plenty of black men who are very, very, very loud about what they prefer in a woman. And it ain't always like that European standard. What has to happen with the women have to listen and believe them. Yeah, there's some men who like something that looks different from you, but shoot. That don't mean you're not beautiful. I mean, if you look at a rose and you look at an orchid, they're both beautiful. They're just beautiful in different ways. Even a dandelion, they just beautiful. They're all beautiful. They're in a different way. So, maybe the message I need to say to all women is find your unique beauty and embrace it. Because it's frustrating otherwise. Because I've seen women like this. Like, I knew a sister, she didn't think she was all that because of her complexion. But I was like, how many guys trying to get at you? Right? And she was like, she rattled off more than 5. And she didn't even count me. I was trying to get with her. She didn't even count me. So I'm like, what's the problem then? Seriously. And that's always been a frustration of mine. It's like, ladies, look, just maximize what you got and be comfortable with it, all right? As long as you healthy, okay? As long as you healthy. So anyway, right? That's my frustration. That's all I got to share for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.